This second annual Approach Sheltering Conference is testament to the success of last year's inaugural conference, as well as the need to gather together to ensure that communities across the country advocate for and employ best practices in low barrier animal policies in homeless emergency shelter and permanent housing.
One of the things that I heard over and over again during those travels to about 100 different communities in my 2.5 years as secretary was the importance to them of their pets. I had several folks tell me along the way, in fact, that they wouldn't go to a shelter if the shelter didn't allow their pet. You could tell that that relationship was not a surface level relationship, but a deep bond between human being and their pet. And so much so that it affected their decisions about housing and about healthcare and availing themselves of other resources. What that means is that oftentimes it's urgent that our housing advocates and our advocates for animal welfare work together to help improve the quality of life of human beings and also of animals.
Annie and Millie's place comes out of the fact that there was more to Annie's life than the pain and the trauma, and letting that go and turning that into something that stands for and recognizes that when we said no, when Annie's family said no, Millie was there, and Millie said yes every time.
Working with any marginalized community, I think we really need to reframe, how we approach and how we work, and trust that there is so much wisdom within the community. And it takes trust and relationships. And I said this in one of a presentation I gave years back when they were asking, how do I work with indigenous or tribal communities? I said, be like a bamboo.
Engage in dialogue across differences to build their alliance, which I think the theme of this year's conference is particularly fitting, because the work that we all do, I think, is important in ways that it's all connected. Whether that's addressing homelessness, climate justice, and like the work my dog in my home is doing. I think we all need to focus on finding common ground to solve the social injustices and tackle it from multiple fronts.
So when I was in school, I graduated in 1997. So I'm in my 25th year of practice, which is hard to say. There was no such thing as street medicine. In fact, shelter medicine wasn't really a thing at the time. As we know, shelter medicine has taken over. But there was no way to track or do anything in the shelter medicine realm, and certainly not in the street medicine realm. So it's just now becoming a thing, if you want to say that, quote unquote, a thing, where you can learn about aspects of delivering care to this population of people. So it's finally pushing its way into academia